Hello all, I am the Holland Phantom, and for today's video, we're going to be having a live battle from the 2012 format. On one side, we've got the Celebi Mewtwo Tornadus deck, as used by Zachary Bokhari, the Junior Division semi-finalist, going up against the Eelektrik Mewtwo deck, as used by Chase Moloney, the Senior Division champion. So we'll see which of these two decks can take the victory today. But before we begin, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and to my Twitter account, at Holland_Phantom, so you don't miss out on any new Pokemon TCG content. And now with it out of the way, let's get into the battle. And here we go, the battle has started, with both players flipping over their starting Pokemon. On the Celebi side, we've got Smeargle as the active Pokemon, with the second Smeargle on the bench, and on the Eelektrik side, we've got Tynamo as the active Pokemon. The Celebi side is going first, playing Dual Ball as the first card, flipping 2 coins, but they both came up tails, so nothing happens. Next, the active Smeargle activates its Poke Power Portrait to take a look at the opponent's hand to search for a supporter there, but it looks like no supporters were found. Next, the player's going to use Professor Oak's new theory to shuffle away their entire hand to draw 6 brand new cards. There's the cards being drawn. Let's see if they're going to find any more Pokemon to put down or any energies to attach. Actually, nothing else comes down. It's going to be the turn. The turn passes over to Eelektrik. Let's see what they can do. Also playing Dual Ball for their first card, flipping 2 coins, and there's 1 heads, letting the player search their deck for 1 basic Pokemon to add to their hand. So let's see what the chosen Pokemon is going to be. Okay, it's going to be their own Smeargle. Smeargle's a really good Pokemon in this format, with its Portrait ability. If it gets activated, it can only be used if it's in the active spot. The stadium is going to be Sky Arrow Bridge, giving all basic Pokemon a retreat of -1, so Tynamo can retreat for free, promoting Smeargle, which now activates Portrait. To look at the opponent's hand, choose 1 supporter found there, which is Professor Juniper, and then use that supporter's effect. So Juniper is played to discard the entire hand, and then draw 7 brand new cards, but it looks like the player also discarded an Eelektrik. So that could be a bad move, as they are going to be needing these Pokemon later on in the game. Okay, so a couple more Pokemon coming down, a Mewtwo EX, and a second Tynamo. And the next card's going to be Random Receiver to reveal cards from the top of the deck until they get a supporter to add to their hand. And the one chosen is going to be another Professor Juniper, which gets played right away to once again discard their entire hand and draw 7 brand new cards. And that is the reason why Smeargle is such a good Pokemon in this format. It lets players play multiple supporters per turn instead of the usual 1. Okay, turn passes over to the Celebi side, playing another Dual Ball, and there's at least 1 heads. Okay, yeah, the other one was tails, so there's 1 heads being rolled. Now this player also gets to get a basic Pokemon to add to their hand, and the one chosen is going to be Tornadus EX, one of the main attackers of the deck. It's got a powerful attack and Power Blast, hitting for 100 damage for 3 colorless energies. Smeargle activates Portrait once again to look at the opponent's hand, and there's a couple of supporters to choose from this time, and the player's going to use N. N has the effect that both players have to shuffle away their hand, and then draw 6 new cards. There's the cards being drawn for both players. Let's see what else the Celebi side can do. They still need to attach an energy. And yeah, there it is. A grass energy comes down to the bench Tornadus. Smeargle retreats for free with the Sky Arrow Bridge. And the second Smeargle comes up active, also activating Portrait. And they're using N once again, so N is being used 2 times in 1 turn. Once again, both players have to shuffle away their hand to draw 6 new cards. So the Celebi side can draw into another supporter. They can play up to 3 in a single turn, which is amazing. Celebi comes down, the main energy accelerator for the deck, and Mewtwo EX. Now both sides have a Mewtwo. Both of these decks run at least 3 Mewtwo in them, which is why this format is also known as the Mewtwo Wars. Turn passes over to Eelektrik. Smeargle activates Portrait, and there's no supporter, just energy on the Celebi side. And they're going to be playing their own N. Once again, to shuffle and draw 6. There's the 6 new cards being drawn for both sides. Let's see if we see any evolutions coming down for the Eelektrik side. Not yet, but they do play Ultra Ball to discard 2 cards from the hand, so discarding a Lightning Energy and a Professor Juniper to search the deck for any Pokemon to add to their hand. And the one chosen is going to be Eelektrik to immediately evolve one of the bench Tynamo, and now we finally see the first Eelektrik come into play. Eelektrik is going to be the main energy accelerator of the deck, using its ability Dynamotor to get back a discarded lightning energy to attach to any of the bench Pokemon on his side of the field. And Pokemon Catcher is played, bringing up the opponent's benched Celebi. Smeargle retreats for free, and Mewtwo comes up. Mewtwo's going to be able to knock it out with its X-Ball attack this turn. And there's the attack, X-Ball, hitting for exactly 60 damage to take the first KO, and Eelektrik takes the first prize of the game. Now the reason why this format is known as the Mewtwo Wars is because Mewtwo was the best attacker, with its X-Ball attack only getting stronger as more energies come down into play, but Mewtwo also has a weakness to other psychic Pokemon, so the best thing to bring down a Mewtwo is another Mewtwo, which is why so many people play it. And is played for the Celebi side. This time the Eelektrik side only gets to draw 5, as they're down to 5 prizes, and the Celebi side puts down a second Mewtwo, and it attaches double colorless energy to Mewtwo. And here we're going to see the first Mewtwo War, Mewtwo versus Mewtwo, and there's the attack, X-Ball, hitting for, what is it, 200 damage actually. And that's going to be 2 prizes taken by the Celebi side. Turn passes over to Eelektrik. Smeargle is going to be the new active Pokemon, and Level Ball is going to search the deck for any Pokemon with 90 HP or less. And the new one is going to be Eelektrik, so now there's 2 Eelektrik on the field, giving the player access to 2 Dynamotors to accelerate 2 lightning energies per turn. But they don't have an attacker just yet. There's Portrait being activated. Does the player have any supporters in hand? Oh, it looks like they don't. There's no supporters to be used. Do they have an attacker in hand? Junk Arm is played to discard 2 cards from the hand, and then they can get back a discarded trainer card to put back into their hand, which is going to be Random Receiver to reveal Professor Oak's new theory. Oh, they do have an attacker. It's going to be Zachary coming down to the bench, and then Professor Oak is played to shuffle the hand into the deck and then draw 6 new cards. So with Eelektrik, the Zachary is going to be getting 2 lightning energies this turn. Another Dual Ball is played first to flip 2 coins. There's the coin flips, and they both come up tails, so nothing happens. A Raikou EX is also played to the bench. So now we've got 2 attackers on the Eelektrik side. Both Eelektrik activate Dynamotor. Let's see where the lightning energies are going to. Either Zekrom or Raikou. They're going to Raikou. Alright. So it looks like Raikou is going to be using its attack this turn. A third lightning energy is attached from the hand to Raikou. Now it's fully powered up to use its big attack. Smeargle retreats. Here comes Raikou into the active spot. And it should be able to take a one-hit KO on a bench Pokemon. Yeah, there's the attack. A Volt Bolt, discarding all 3 lightning energy to hit one of the bench Smeargle for 100 damage and take another prize. Both sides are tied at 4 prizes remaining apiece. A Terrakion is played to the Celebi side, and a Grass Energy is attached to the Terrakion. And there's the attack. No other cards are played. X-Ball hits Raikou for 40 damage. Let's see what the Eelektrik side can do this turn. Another Level Ball is played to search the deck for another Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Probably another Eelektrik. Oh, but nothing comes down! There's no more Pokemon to be gotten from that. So they must have another Eelektrik in the prizes, as we saw one was discarded earlier through the effect of Juniper. Both the Dynamotors accelerate 2 lightning energy onto Zekrom, which now comes into the active spot. And there's the attack, Outrage, hitting Mewtwo for, looks like, just 20 damage. Alright. Turn passes back over to Celebi. Let's see what they can do for this turn. Random Receiver is played to reveal cards from the top of the deck until they reveal a supporter. Shaman, Energy, Terrakion, Dual Ball. Wow, okay. Looking through a lot of cards, no supporters being revealed just yet. Oh, wow. Nope, still no supporters. There it is, finally. Professor Oak's new theory. It's going to give the player a chance to shuffle away their hand to draw 6 new cards. But are they going to play it this turn? Yes, they are. Professor Oak comes down to shuffle and draw 6. And let's see what they get from this new hand of cards. A Fighting Energy is attached to the bench Terrakion, so it's now able to use its first attack, Retaliate. But Mewtwo goes on the offensive this turn, hitting for 80 damage with its X-Ball attack. Turn passes over to Eelektrik. Another Junk Arm is played to discard 2 more cards from the hand to get back a discarded trainer card. Let's see what the card chosen is going to be. It's going to be Pokemon Catcher, giving the player the option to bring up one of the opponent's benched Pokemon. So with Zekrom having 80 damage on it, Outrage is going to be able to hit for 100 damage this turn. Before the attack comes through, Dynamotor is activated twice, attaching 2 Lightning Energy onto Raikou. And there's a Pokemon Catcher bringing up the opponent's Tornadus, as it is weak to Lightning-type Pokemon. So it looks like the Celebi side might have made a mistake benching this Tornadus going up against a field of Lightning Pokemon. There's going to be the supporter for the turn end. Now both players have to shuffle away their hand, and each one is drawing 4 cards as we each are down to 4 prizes apiece. And then once the Eelektrik side attacks, yeah, there's the attack, not Volt Strike, Outrage, hitting for 200 damage. That is 2 more prizes taken by Eelektrik, and they're winning 2 to 4 prizes remaining. Alright, let's see what the Celebi side can do. Smeargle comes up active. A double colorless energy is attached to the fresh Mewtwo, and Portrait is activated. And it looks like they got quite a few supporters to choose from, but they're choosing N. Now both sides once again shuffle away their hands. The Celebi side gets to draw 4 cards, while the Eelektrik side only gets to draw 2. And is a really good card, getting only stronger as the game goes on. And now for their own supporter, Celebi uses Juniper to discard their hand and draw 7 brand new cards. So it looks like that N from earlier didn't do much to slow them down. A Pokemon Catcher is played to bring up the opponent's Raikou, and we might be seeing a KO happen this turn. Yeah, the Terrakion comes up active after Smeargle retreats, and Retaliate will be able to take a 1-hit KO on it. But first another Celebi comes down to the bench. And there's the attack, Retaliate. Taking a 1-hit KO on Raikou, taking 2 more prizes, and now both sides are once again tied, with 2 prizes remaining apiece. Smeargle comes up active for the Eelektrik side. A third Lightning Energy is attached to the bench Zekrom, and Portrait is activated. Looking at the opponent's hand, and they've got a couple of supporters to play. Looks like they're choosing to use Professor Juniper to discard their entire hand and draw 6 new cards. Sorry, not 6, 7 new cards. The next card's going to be Dual Ball, flipping 2 coins once again, and double tails again. Wow, Dual Ball does not like either one of these players. Any more Pokemon coming down for the Eelektrik side? Not yet. Smeargle retreats, promoting the Zekrom as a new active Pokemon. Oh, and a plus power is used to boost the attack power of Zekrom to 130 with its Bolt Strike attack, taking a 1-hit KO against Terrakion. And now Eelektrik is down to 1 more prize. It's got to take 1 more knockout to win the game. Celebi comes up active, but immediately retreats to promote Mewtwo. Mewtwo will be able to take the KO with its X-Ball attack. Yeah, no other cards are played, X-Ball is declared, and Zekrom is knocked out. Both sides are down to just a single prize remaining, and now there's no attackers left on the Eelektrik side. Let's see if they can pull it off this turn. A Super Rod is played to get back 3 combination of energy or Pokemon back into the deck, and the ones chosen are going to be 2 Mewtwo and a Lightning Energy. All shuffled back in, so it looks like the Eelektrik side is going to be hoping to draw into a Mewtwo to finish off the game. Another Junk Arm comes down, discarding 2 cards from the hand to get back. Let's see what the new trainer is going to be. Dual Ball once again. So they're really hoping to get this Mewtwo out of the deck. There's the 2 coin flips and 1 heads. Yeah, that's going to be all they need to get that Mewtwo. With 2 Eelektrik to attach with Dynamotor, the player just has to have 1 energy in hand to have the necessary energy to take the final KO. And do they have it? Oh, and yes, they do. A double colorless energy is going to give Mewtwo the victory. There's the 2 Dynamotors being played to give Mewtwo 2 more Lightning Energies, and it's going to be way more than enough to take the KO. All it has to do is attack. Yeah, here it comes. The final Mewtwo War. X-Ball to take the final KO. Eelektrik takes the final prize. And there's a handshake. Eelektrik is your winner. So what did you guys think of that battle? Let me know down in the comments below. And be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video to help this channel grow and reach new viewers. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, this is the Holland Phantom logging out.